What's up, girl? I'm Caitlin, and this is the Happy Healthy Girl podcast. If you are looking to dive into personal growth, spirituality, and the overall action of leveling up, you are in the right place. Weekly, we are going to grow together into our most authentic selves unapologetically. As an author, educator, and the CEO of the Happy Healthy community, I strive to always deliver you pure excellence to take you from simply living to abundantly thriving in every area of your life. Are you ready, girlfriend? Let's jump in. Hey girl, hey, welcome to season 3. Oh my goodness. I am just going to take a moment here and really wow, I started this podcast in my grandmother's kitchen two and a half years ago now. And I had no idea what I'm doing. I don't still really know what I'm doing, but I have learned a lot. And it really just shows me that if you really want something to happen, you can find a way to make it happen. Like, I started this podcast recording off of my phone in my grandmother's kitchen, either in the morning before I went to teach at school or in the evenings after I taught a full day of school. And here we are now, season 3. We've had some amazing guests on this podcast. Season 2 was all about, it was the summer series, so all just little pep talks, lessons that I was going through to really connect with you one-on-one. And we're back now with season 3. We're going to bring some new guests on, which I'm so excited for. Oh my goodness, definitely stay tuned. Turn on the notifications so that you are aware and can tune in to the newest podcast as soon as they drop. Every Wednesday, we're going to be bringing on a guest moving forward, and every Friday, we'll have our regular pep talk podcast. And then I'm hoping moving forward in season 4 to bring on a second person to do this podcast with me for a season. I think that'd be so much fun. But I'm just jumping ahead of myself now. I've really jumped in and committed to being the CEO of the Happy Healthy community, and this just feels so aligned. Ever since I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pivot here, and we're going to fully commit to, we're going to take the leap of faith into fully doing the Happy Healthy community. I've had so many downloads of so many ideas that I want to do. I literally have a list, and because they just keep coming to me, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and that's cool too. But I really have to make sure that I don't overwhelm myself. I don't try to do it all at once. Just side notes here, my introduction. So I just redid the introduction and the exit for the season 3 to really just revamp. We also have a new logo coming up, and the total length of those two little snippets of audio together is 1 minute and 11 seconds. 111. Holy shit. And as I said that, it was 222 in the recording time on this podcast. Oh my God. Everything is just in alignment. Everything is feeling so good. I was feeling really heavy in July. There was a lot of change going on. I was making a lot of decisions, and I was feeling really heavy. But now we're in August, and that Lionsgate just happened, that Lionsgate portal, which if you don't know much about, I honestly don't know much about it either, but I know that it was a really great time for calling in your manifestations to come faster, but also calling in for clarity and really releasing emotional blocks and barriers that had been you've been holding inside of you. So I really took that seriously. I journaled, I scripted, and I sat and I meditated that day. And I've been trying to meditate more often. I definitely don't do it daily yet, but more often, and really just connect and allow myself time to be grounded each day. So allowing myself opportunities to get outside without the AirPods, without the phone, without any distraction, just putting my feet in the sand and in the water. Thank goodness my parents have this beautiful lake house. I'm so grateful for it. Every morning I get up and I walk the lake, and it's just so lovely and so grounding first thing in the morning. Definitely something that I'm going to keep in my routine. But yeah, so here we are, season 3, lots of change, positive change. And I wanted to get on and chat. Obviously, this is a Wednesday, so typically moving forward, we will have guests on Wednesdays, and they will just be me doing solo episode, those pep talk podcasts on Fridays. But today's a little different. I wanted to come on and just share my excitement for this new season, and also talk about that it's okay to change your mind. It is totally okay to change your mind. And I think the world is coming more to terms with it now. But before, there was definitely kind of well, you go to school and then you pick a career, and you're in that career for 30 plus years until you retire, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Whereas now it's well, no, especially with the virus that just happened and how it hit our world, people are starting to realize, like, wow, like, this is our one life. Like, we are here on earth not to work. We're here on earth to live and create joy and have joy. So how can I do that? And acknowledging that, like, you might work in a field for 5 or 10 years and then you discover a new passion and you want to pivot in terms of the job that you're doing, the career that you're building, and that's okay. Or even pivoting in terms of, like, your hobbies and your interests, like, you're allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change your mind. So know that it's okay to change your mind and that no one in your life gets to decide the direction that you go and what direction is right for you. Everybody's always going to have an opinion. Everybody is always going to have an opinion. Your mom, your sister, your coworker, your grandfather, like, everybody's going to have an opinion on what is best for you in your life. But ultimately the decision is yours, and in order to create joy in your life, you need to do what feels aligned to you and what you find most passion and joy from doing, right? So listening and dropping into your body when you have a decision to make and really asking, like, what would bring me most joy? What would I feel most pleasure doing at this point in my life? Is it continuing in this career, or have I kind of hit my limit here? And I had a girlfriend that had worked in a job, and she had loved it when she first started, and she was honestly amazing at it. She just has so much love and passion for working with people, and she was really enjoying her profession for a number of years. And then this past year, she kind of hit a block. Like, she was like, there's no more promotions that I can get. There's no, like, leadership opportunities. I feel like I've hit my limit here. Like, I've reached the top and I want to continue going further, but I can't do that if I stay with this company in this position. So she left, and I really admire her for that, because it's not that she entirely left that profession. She just pivoted and she went to a new job at a different company that is going to allow her more space to grow. And that is really what she was looking for. And I think ultimately, like, if you're not growing, what are you doing? And, like, it's your job to create this life, right? So one thing is that everybody's going to have an opinion, but ultimately it's your decision. And the second thing is that I find that we sometimes get caught up in, like, waiting for things to happen. Like, we stay in our safety net, like for teaching, for example, like, it's a great job, it's stable, it's here, it's got a pension, like, all the things. I don't have to try to create and build my own business. I could just wait to see what happens and just go day to day and live it out. But that's not what I want, because I know that nothing's going to happen unless I'm putting effort in to make it happen. Like, it's my life. I'm the author, I'm the producer, I'm the main character, like, I'm the everything, right? So unless I'm taking action to create the life I really want to live, it's not just going to happen to me. Like, no superheroes coming down, no fairy godmothers coming around with her wand being like, I can grant you 3 wishes. Oh wait, that's a genie. But, like, nobody's coming around to be like, who, you want this in your life? Poof, let's give it to you. Like, there is, and I know sometimes we get caught up because you're like, well, wait, Keelan, you talk about manifestations and calling things into your life, but part of manifestation is still taking the action. Like, you're calling it into fruition, but you're not just sitting on your couch. Like, for example, building the happy, healthy community. I know that this happy, healthy community is going to be a 7-figure business. It's going to impact thousands and thousands of lives. I know that, and I'm excited for it. I've let go of how that's going to happen, but I'm not just sitting on my couch waiting for it to happen. I'm still taking action daily with the podcast, posting on socials, connecting to different people, but I'm not like, it has to happen this way at this time. Like, no, but I am still taking action every single day. So making sure that you're, one, not letting other people's opinions dictate the life that you want to live, and two, you are still taking action towards creating that life that you want to live. And knowing that you can change your mind. Okay. So 4 years ago, the reason that this whole happy, healthy community even exists is because 4 years ago, I jumped into a network marketing business called Arbonne, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the personal growth that we had to do. I fell in love with the products. I learned how to take care of myself. I connected with some amazing people in the Arbonne community, but also just in the overall personal growth community. And That's how Happy Healthy Girl came to exist, like because I jumped in with that network marketing business. Recently, I've decided to pivot away from network marketing to focus solely on building the Happy Healthy community. We're going to be having a membership launch in September. We've got this podcast. I'm working on a second book, all the things, right? Like we started some one-on-one coaching. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, by the way, it is free for August. All I'm asking is that you give me a review at the end of our coaching session. But other than that, it's completely free. A 45-minute session with me where we work on your goals, we work on your mindset. We really break it down together. And because I just want to see you rise and thrive. Like that's all I want to do. Like I love helping my kindergartens grow. Someone asked me the other day, why do I teach kindergarten? Like, what's my favorite part of it? And I was like, honestly, seeing the growth. Like these little humans, they come into kindergarten and some of them know their name, like how to spell their name. Some of them don't. Some of them know some numbers, but not all numbers. And then by the end of the year, they're like these little human geniuses. And it's so amazing to witness that growth, but also know that I was a part of that growth. Like I was a part of that little human becoming a kind, smart person. Like I think that's so amazing. And so I want to do that in all areas of my life. I want to be able to impact like your life, everybody that's listening to this podcast, everybody that tunes into the Instagram page or the TikToks that I post. My only goal is to help in this life is to help others rise. I really believe that like when we are acting in service to others, that's what brings the most light to me and the world. Like I just that's what lights me up. So I want to be able to do it always and forever, but in my own way. I don't want to do it under anyone else's like command. I love doing my own thing. And just like I'm definitely a manifesting generator. If you don't know what that means, look up human design. I am multi-passionate. I love creating things. Sometimes I don't finish projects, but I do like I really now that I know that I'm a manifesting generator, I know that like I'll start a project and even if I don't finish it, it's touched the lives of people that it needed to touch in that time and had an impact in that time that I'm okay if I don't finish it. Like I'm okay leaving it and moving on to something else because I know that everything that I do, there's a purpose for it. And so yeah, so that's me. But it's okay to change your mind. Let's normalize changing your mind. Let's normalize pivoting. Like you can leave a career and start another. You can literally pick up your bags and move to a different city at any point. Like that's okay. You're allowed to change your mind. You're never stuck. So many people that I talk to, unfortunately, they're like, well, like I'm in this career and I'm stuck here in this little town. I'm like, but you're not. Like if you really wanted a change, you could pack your bags, sell everything you own, quit your job, switch careers. Like you have the ability to move to a different city, start a new career, literally just start a new life. Like you have that ability. It just depends how badly you actually want it. Because sometimes we can get caught up in this like victim mode where it's like, poor me, my life is so awful. Someone come and save me. Bitch, no one's coming to save you. You are your own damn superhero. So if you really want to make a change, you've got to take that step. You've got to be the change, okay? And it's okay to change. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody at all. Okay, girl, thanks for tuning into this podcast. I'm so pumped for season 3. Like I said, we have some amazing, amazing guests lined up. So please make sure that you subscribe to this podcast if you're not already done so. Turn on the notifications so that you get them as soon as they drop. Share it in your Instagram stories. I love seeing when we get tagged on Instagram stories, sending you DMs, answering to every single message that I get as fast as I can, I promise. And it's going to be so much fun. We're going to have an awesome season 3. I've had an amazing summer. I hope that you've had an amazing summer, and I'm so looking forward to just continuing to build this community. Thank you for already being a part of it. I value you so much, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you listening to this podcast. We'll chat with you again soon. Bye for now. Girl, thanks for tuning in this week to the Happy Healthy Girl podcast. In case no one has told you yet today, I am so damn proud of you and the commitment to your growth. If you enjoyed this pod, I'd love for you to share it with a girlfriend, tag me in your Instagram stories, and leave a quick review. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay authentically you.